morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching this video from. Welcome and welcome back to this channel, Survivalist. This is where we learn most of the things to do on farming, soon to add adventure to it, and just exploring our beautiful Kenya and beautiful Africa in nature. These are some things that will keep on adding new things to this channel, just to make it interesting to all of us, and bring you different contents every time. So comment down below for whatever type of content you want us to talk about on farming, and also tackle anything that you are interested to know. Feel free to ask questions all the time, so that we all learn, because you know knowledge is power, and we are here always. We are not born to know everything, but we are lucky that we can learn something from each and every one of us. So feel free to interact with us. So today we are talking about still on goats, and you are at home with no job. You are maybe in your workplace and you want to add something to your side hustle. You are about to retire and you want something to retire in peace. Then look no further. Farming is the best. And people tend to think that farming is the last option for someone, but no, it's the first option, because it's all about your mentality and perception on everything. Then you're good to go. Yeah, so goat farming, you're there and you want to start a goat farm and you don't know how. There's some basic things that you must know, which I'll categorize them into three. There is feeds, there is the type of breeding of goats. Yes, there are different types of breeds, so you must know which one you want to go into. And through all this, you must go for whatever that is good, can work for you at that time. But at the end of it, you are thinking of the future, where you want to be in future. Then there is management. So there are management practices. There is the feeding and feeding program, that is what to feed on goats, and each and everything for different types of nutrients. And there is also the breed. So goat farming has different types of breeds. It all depends with which one you want to start with. In South Africa, there are Boer goats. There is the red Kalahari, and different types. In Kenya, you will find that there are local goats. There is the Gala goats, which are normally called the Somali goats. They tend to be pure white, but not pure. You will find that some parts of the ears, they are black or they are dark. Some parts of the mouth, they are dark. Some parts of the nose and head will be dark. And also the fur, on the fur of it, at the back and on the sides, can be a little bit, let's say, charcoal-like. So that's how to identify, basic identification of a Gala goat, which are very good. They grow very fast. And please note that in all this, start from where you are at the moment, but think of the future. We start with feeding. There are different types of feeds. As for me, if you want to start a goat farm, I'll tell you to start with feeds. And it doesn't require you to have a big land for you to have enough feeds for your goats. Just basically a small land. Then you can go just make a house of it, house where the goats will stay. Goats tend to start to like staying on top of everything, so like at least some inches above the ground, That's why they like, so that it's easier for them also to, for the droppings to go down, so that you collect them to apply on your farm and different, also selling and different things. So look no further, you can do that. So, and also just make a small fence of it, so that you are doing something like a zero grazing if you have small land. Or maybe also you can do a fence around, so that you create something like a playground, sorry, so that they stay there. So you can tend to store silage, you can plant maize, and when it reaches the milky stage, you cut, make silage. You can tend to plant things like alfalfa grass. There's Chloris Guyana, there's the normal hay, common one, which is bomber rods, and all these you can bale them to make hay, so that you store them for the future. And make sure you just have enough greens around. You can also walk around and just cut some leaves. Goats tend to love avocado leaves. They also eat maize, of course. They also eat napier grass, you see. And it doesn't matter which type of napier grass, just from the normal ones, the super napier, the junkao grass, each and every. So they eat everything, which is just green. And also be cautious about these goats that they are on, what is it called? Not zero grazing, but free range. Be careful on the types of grass they eat, because they tend also to feed on hazardous grasses, which may cost them at last. But so through this, make sure to be keen on them, and also just basically deworming and taking precautions each and every time, because different hays, types of grasses that you bale them to make hay, they have different nutritional values. Like you can find that alfalfa is good in protein content and also some energy. You find that bomber rods has lots of energy. Chloris Guyana. So there are different types, whichever you want to store. So on the breed you start with some whatever amount you have. You can start with 1 goat, 2 goats. Just purchase like maybe 2 females, and maybe your neighbor has a buck that is a male goat, so you can also use that to serve your goats. And make sure that the buck is also good, quite big, and the testicles are quite firm, so that it doesn't shoot blanks. It will be good for you to, so that when the goats become mothers, they also tend to, after giving birth, they will give birth to good and healthy kids, which will grow up very fast and good, and you are good to go. So that you don't make, at the end of it, we are into this to make profits. Not, although there are losses and challenges, it's part of the journey, but we are here to make profits, right? So start with whatever you have. If you purchase local goods, I do local goods, but my aim is to move to look further. We want to source like Gala goats in the near future, and also Boer goats for breeding, and Kalahari savannas. I want to crossbreed. My next step is going to crossbreeding and all that. So I start with the local goats, whereby I purchase each and every month I purchase at least a goat, so that it pushes my journey. And each and every time, these things are just therapeutical at times. Just walking around your small farm and watching your animals eating and drinking water, playing, it's just good. Gives you peace of mind. It's just better for you. So start with what you have. On management, make sure, if you are not available all the time, make sure you employ somebody that has interest on livestock, has interest on your goats first. Before, don't just look for somebody who is into, I'm looking for a job, so you just have to employ him or her, and depending on, maybe she doesn't have finances. At the end of it, you're here to make profits and take care of your goats. So make sure you go for somebody who is able to also take care of the needs of your goats. You should be somebody who is sharp, upright, also to somebody you can sit down with and discuss things on matters of development of your farm, and is somebody who is just quick to learn things. When you give instructions, it's good to and fast to execute them. So such kind of people. Look for somebody who is knows what feed to give to goats at what time and where, just generally how to take care of them. So the guy must also be quick for ideas and sitting down with you for dialogues for the benefit of the farm. Yeah, so that is basically what I had for you, and if you have enjoyed this video, kindly feel free to subscribe, comment down below, and feel free to say anything in matters of farming. We are here to learn and grow, all of us. So thank you, and thank you very much. Until next time, adios. See you.